how are you? My name is Kelly. It's nice to see you this week. It's a beautiful day. The weather's starting to get beautiful. And I wanted to just bring a program to you that I've been working on for about a year. The program is called Pilates. It begins with a P and an F, and the P and the F stands for pelvic floor. And it's just like Pilates, only it is Pilates that is designed to help us strengthen our pelvic floor. And to start out, I really just want you to know that there's no embarrassment at all about us wanting to tighten our pelvic floor. It helps us with so many things to have more control over our pelvic floor and our continence. And a lot of us have issues with continence that we don't want to talk about. We're not comfortable talking about with anybody. And that's really sad, and it's very normal. But I want you to know that this can be a wonderful program for you, that you can feel comfortable talking about this in this environment. So if you ever have any questions or you want to research it a little bit more, I would love you to call the center. You can talk to Jen, and maybe we can get something going, because she has a way of reaching me. So I thought over the next couple of classes I would bring to you one or two exercises that are very safe and comfortable for you to do that can help you begin the process of gaining control over your pelvic floor. And I'm going to explain the process that we're going to go through with each exercise before we start, just so that you're prepared. But I'd love you to have a chair right in front of your computer, if that's possible, because we're going to be using the chair to maintain better balance, so we don't have to worry about our balance at all while we're doing the exercises. So that's really going to be the best for you to have a chair there. And I would also like you to just be comfortable and have comfortable clothes on, have a water handy in case you want to get a water, and we'll go through the process while I explain kind of the system that we're going to use for each exercise. So the entire system consists of 10 beautiful exercises that we're going to do 3 to 5 times each to start with. And each day I'm going to bring to you one or two of them. Today we're probably just going to do one of them. So when we're doing that exercise, we're going to do 3 of them repetitively. We will do the 4th one in a hold fashion, and we're going to do the 5th one in a pulsing fashion. And this is, we're going to do this for every exercise, but today it's just going to be that one. For this one exercise, we're going to find an area in our bodies that we can really activate our pelvic floor. So when I tell you the word peak engagement or to really activate the pelvic floor here, what that means is I would like you to try to do a Kegel. A lot of us have been taught to do Kegels before, but just not while we're moving. So we are going to use Kegels, it's just not going to be when we're still. And that's going to make a big difference for you. So when I ask you to activate or to engage for the peak engagement, that's what I mean. I really want you to find those muscles. You're going to need to use your brain to get those muscles activated. And we're going to engage them 3 times, hold that one time, and then for the 5th one, we're going to pulse that. So we will hold it and then release it, hold it and then release it. So we will find that area of peak engagement, and we're going to do one of the 3 things that we just talked about. Then when we're ready to come out of that position, we're going to relax our muscles entirely. Like as much as you can relax them, I would like you to try to relax them. And I will coach you through the entire thing, through the entire exercise. So you don't have to worry about remembering. I will let you know each time what you're supposed to do. I just wanted to give you a rundown of what to expect as we're going through the exercise. Does that sound okay with everybody? I hope that you're comfortable. I'm going to put the book down, but just so you can see it, this is a wonderful manual that if you are interested in getting more information about Pilates, that I can get you joined up and signed up for access to the book, and also to do the exercises online on your computer. So we'll put that down. I will bring the ball in later, but this ball is wonderful for between the knees, and I just wanted you to see what it was. You can get these balls even at the Dollar Tree. They have them for $1. They're not quite as soft as this one, but they are this size, and that's what's important. And then if you have a way of letting some of the air out, I actually do like them a little bit squishy. They come very hard at the Dollar Tree, but they are this exact size. You can let a little bit of the air out, and then you've got a nice comfortable ball. But I just wanted you to see that for today. All right, so I'm gonna put my equipment down to the side, and we're all gonna stand up and come to our chair so that you are beside your chair. You're gonna stand right here beside your chair. Now, you don't need to lean on it or hold on to it if you don't want to. It really is just there for your security. We're going to start, first of all, I'd like us to start, we should do a little bit of a warm-up. So let's just do a little marching in place, even just a minute or two, just to get our body going. Swing your arms back and forth. We shouldn't do any exercise without a little bit of a warm-up, right? Just to get our body freed up and lubricate our joints and strengthen our muscles and just get it ready for a little bit of work. So when we're done marching, we'll stop marching and then let's step side to side. So we're working our hips in the other direction. Good. Instead of up and down, we're going left and right. Very good. And allow your arms to swing. Nice. Excellent. All right. And then we're going to come back down to a standstill. And just to get our body prepared for doing the exercise we're going to do today, which is a squat, I am going to have you put your hand on your chair just for a moment. Keep your chin up nice and tall. Your chest is going to stay up nice and tall. We're going to engage our abdominal muscles, and we're going to go back just a little bit. You don't have to go deep, and I'm putting my hands out in front of me for counterbalance. So that's really for my security. Let's try it again just a little bit. Great. What I want you to try to avoid when you're doing a squat, whether we're doing Pilates or you're just squatting in a different exercise format, try to not look down. And also try to keep your weight balanced on your foot, a little bit more on your heel than you're expecting to, because we don't want to lean forward during our squatting. That can make us go too far forward and hurt our knees a little bit. So we want to stay up nice and tall. But when you're sitting for this one, when you're going down into your squat, I want you to imagine that you're going to sit in a chair a little bit. You don't have to go far. Remember, it's not that I want you to go too deep, but I want you to direct your energy like you're going to sit in a chair. So I hope that let's practice that together a couple of times without any of the other instructions about our pelvic floor. So you can hold your chair if you would like to, chin up nice and tall, chest up, engage the abdominal muscles. Let's get into a fitness posture where we have a slightly bent knee. Very good. Our feet are apart, so they are at least under our hips, right? And we're going to just gently go down and then back up again. Let's do it one more time. Use your arms for counterbalance if you'd like, or keep your hand on your chair, or both. Very good, and come back up. Feel good? One more time. Excellent. So we're going to add in a couple of the instructions specific to Pilates now. We're going to take our feet and point our feet outward just a little bit, so we're getting a little bit wider. You can feel the difference through your thighs now probably. We're going to stay in a fitness position, meaning our knees are going to stay slightly bent. You don't have to lock them or anything. And when we go down into the first time that we're going to squat, what I'd like you to think about doing is we're going to exhale on the way down, and as we're getting close to our lowest part that each individual is going to go to in their squat, then I want you to try doing a Kegel. Tighten that pelvic floor, and also use your glute muscles and use your inner thigh muscles and use your lower abdominal muscles. So we're going to try to do all of that on our way down. And when you get to the lowest part, really think about using that pelvic floor. Also, on the way down, we're going to exhale. And I'd like your exhale to be very powerful. So on the way down, when we exhale, I'd really love you to try it that way. And if you put your hand on your belly and you do that kind of exhale, what do you feel? You feel activation through your lower abdomen, don't you? And that's what we want. We're waking up this entire area. So let's just try it one time at first, okay? So you can put your hand on your chair or both hands out in front. Either way, whatever works best for you, as long as you know that your chair is right there. Chin up nice and tall, soft bent knee to start. Our feet are outward just a little bit. Good, and our weight is distributed onto our heel. We're gonna go down and pretend we're gonna sit in a chair just for a second. On the way down, we're going to exhale and then engage our lower abdominal muscles, our glutes and our inner thigh. Ready? Here we go. Tighten here. Squeeze there. Come on up. Now relax on the way up. Completely relax on the way up. How does that feel? So you just did your very first Pilates move. Let's try it again. Are we ready? We're going to exhale on the way down, tighten when we reach the bottom, really make a conscious effort to hold, Then as soon as we're on our way up, that's our time to inhale and relax all of those muscles. Are we ready? Let's try it again. Tighten there, and now relax on the way up and inhale. Now let's do our 3, which I know I'm getting you to do 5 because we just practiced, but that's okay. Let's do 3 of those in a row. Ready? Here we go. Exhale, relax, inhale, exhale, hold tight right there. Great, inhale. One more time down, tighten right there, squeeze, and come on up. How does everybody feel? Are you getting there? You might feel like you're not actually feeling your pelvic floor engaging, but believe me, because of the movements that we're doing along with the Kegel, you are activating the right muscles. So the 4th movement that we're going to do, if you remember I said there's going to be 5 total per exercise. The 4th movement that we're going to do today, we're going to actually hold there for the count of 3. So be gentle on your bodies. Remember, don't go too low. I don't want you to get into a position where you're feeling uncomfortable holding yourself there for the count of 3. So just go a little bit if you need to. And then remember, when we're down in that position, you're going to hold until we have counted and taken 3 nice exhales. We want to do the exhaling still. Don't hold your breath. Then when we come out of that, we're going to relax all those muscles, relax all of them. Okay, so here we go. You can hold onto your chair or just use your arms for counterbalance. And let's get into our normal squatting position. Weight all the way through our entire foot, especially onto our heels. Great, we're going to engage our abdominal muscles, chin up, chest up. Ready, and here we go. So we're going to just go down and do one time where we hold for the count of 3 exhales, and we're going to tighten our abdominal muscles, our inner thigh, and our glutes for the count of 3. Are we ready? So let's go. Exhale here. Hold, tighten. Excellent, and come on up and relax right there. Really relax, very good. So that is our 4th one. Our 5th exercise, our 5th part of this is we're going to go down into that position. We're going to do the same thing as we're going down. We're going to tighten on our way down and exhale. Only this time, instead of holding still, we're going to pulse not only our body in that squatting position, but you're going to also pulse your pelvic floor muscles. So you're going to grip them and release them, and grip them and release them. We're going to do that 3 times along with our exhale. So are we ready? Remember, the arms can go out front for counterbalance. So let's double check with ourselves that we're in a very safe position to do a squat. Our feet are apart. They are just to the outside of our hips. Our toes are facing slightly out, a little bit like Charlie Chaplin. Our knees and our toes always face the same way. As we are on our way down, we're going to exhale and start holding onto that pelvic floor, using your glutes, your abdominal muscles, and your inner thigh to really get an extra grip on, as well as doing a Kegel. Only this time, we're going to pulse our body up and down just a little bit, and we're going to also engage and relax all of those Kegel muscles, the same ones that we were using before. Okay, so here we go. And on our way down, we're going to go down on the exhale. Hold there, but now we're going to pulse. Grip the muscles, good. And now come on up and relax completely. Very good. And now we can gently step on out of that. Hold onto your chair and give your legs a little shake so you can relax everything. Good. So how does everybody feel? Do you feel like you engage things a little bit better? Alrighty, so why don't we do all of those exercises together in that position, and then we're going to do it the same thing, but we're just going to change the position of our legs and a little bit of our posture. So we're going to do a total of 10 more squats. So if you feel like you need to take a break, please take a break. And if you need to only do 1 or 2 of them, please do whatever feels best to your body, okay? So we're going to repeat the ones that we just learned. We're going to stand with our feet out just outside of our hips, pointing our knees and our toes outward just a little bit. Elevate through the upper body, lifting the chest and the chin so that we are nice and upright. We don't want to be rolling forward when we're squatting. Great, engage the pelvic floor. Remember that in our minds, we want to feel like we're sitting down in a chair, so we're going to go a little bit back. Use your arms for counterbalance, or you can also hold on to a chair if you would like to. And now this time, we're going to do all 5 of them in a row. So remember, it's 3 that we do as repeaters. The 4th one we're going to hold, and the 5th one we're going to pulse. And for all of them, on our way back up, we inhale and we relax. Okay, guys? So here we go. Hold or use your hands. It doesn't matter. And in your mind, we are going to sit back into a chair a little bit. So here we go. Let's do our first 3. Exhale. Tighten there. Good. Relax. Inhale. Let's go back down. Tighten the pelvic floor. Engage. Good. Come on up. And 3. Tighten the pelvic floor. Squeeze. Good. Come on up. Excellent. Exhale. We're going to hold right here. Tighten and squeeze. Really let your brain know we're holding. Great. And come on up on the inhale and relax all the muscles on the way up. And now down into our pulse. Here we go. 1, 2. Squeeze. 3. And come on up and relax. Very good. Our next one that we're going to do today, we're going to put our feet a little bit closer together. So you don't have to touch them, but they should be more underneath your hips directly. If this makes you feel off balance though, because the closer our feet get, the more we could feel wobbly, separate a little bit more, but this time the knees and the toes are facing forward. Everything else is going to be the same, okay? So if we were using our ball, which we're not yet, this would be a great one for me to put the ball between my knees because that's really going to tighten things up even more. So we're going to do the exact same thing, 5 of them. First 3 we just repeat. The 4th one we hold for the count of 3 exhales. And then the 5th one, we're going to pulse 3 times, exhaling all 3 times, and every time that we rise, I want you to relax completely. Alrighty, so here we go. We're going in for 5. Here's 1. Come on up and relax. Down. Tighten right there, guys. Really use all your leg muscles and everything. Here we go. Tighten there. Squeeze. Come on up. We're going to go down and hold as we tighten. Come on up and relax. The relax is just as important. 1 more into the pulse. 1, squeeze. 2, squeeze. 3, and come on up and relax everything on the way up. Woo! Great job, you guys. I'm going to sit back down. And there, I hope that you enjoyed these exercises today. People feel very alone about any type of incontinence. And it's really a shame because it's so prevalent. It's almost like a public health issue at this point. It is so prevalent, but nobody wants to talk about it. So I hope that this breaks the ice for you a little bit, makes you feel a little bit more comfortable, and most importantly, less alone. And we're going to do another exercise when I see you next week. You can do these exercises every day, and it's best if you do some in the morning and some in the evening, and make sure you take a break if you're feeling tired or if it's warm, or if you're feeling like you're off balance. Just be sure that you have somebody in your house or somebody that knows you're going to be doing it, and make sure you use our handy dandy chair. And I will see you next time.